Food. All right. Oh, excuse me. Just burped. Pardon me. Pardon me. Mm, mm. Some good tea. Mm, mm. Some good caffeine. Yeah. All right. All right. So this next one. This next one. Let's wait for a little bit. All right. Hundreds more National Guard troops flow into D.C. as six Republican governors give Trump support. Wow. Wow. Amazing. 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 I like that tie he's got on. I like that tie he's got on. That looks, you're looking sharp, my guy.
Several Republican led states that are aiding President Trump's show of force. We've heard from governors in 6 states.
Woo-wee. I love those uniforms. Let's go back. Bam. 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 So, just so you guys know, majority of the people that's coming in is the MP, military police. And I think the additional forces that's coming in from other units, other locations, are support. But military police, I think they're the main one that's handling this case as far as like getting control, making sure safety is promoted throughout the area and all that stuff, right? So, man, ooh wee, ooh wee, I love that uniform. Mm. Oh man, shoot, I'm getting this. Whew, I'm getting excited. That uniform's amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That camo. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man. Huh? Look at that. Look at the flag. Woo. Look at that. Look at the camo. Mm. Army right there. Let's go. Let's go. All right, this is a good time to show you. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let me pin off back onto my stuff real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, so I'm gonna talk about it soon. Don't worry, I'm gonna talk about it soon. All right, all right, all right. So, you know what? Dang it, I should have done it. It's okay. I'm still gonna do it. I should have turned on the heat press also. You know what? While we're talking about this, I'm gonna turn on the heat press so that way I can get things going. It's like 2 minutes. Heat press takes a little bit longer. It is what it is. But all right, hold on one second. I'm gonna plug the heat press, get it going. All right, cool. Heat press is on. All right, got the heat press going. Got the heat press going. Alright, I'm gonna make two shirts because the previous segment I was supposed to do a shirt, right? That's why I said I would do. So this is what I'm about to do. Bam! Right? If you see it, Alien, right? E.T. running away from ice. Bam! And then, ooh, this one is nice. I got a mech with the soldiers, right? Coming to DC. There it is. Those are the ones I'm gonna get ready. Bomb. They're gonna be bomb. Yeah. Hold on. Let me put it back on because man, that's whew, those soldiers outfits get me excited. That's what I'm talking about, man. hold up. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna go back. In case you guys didn't know, I was honorably discharged from National Guards. So currently I'm in IR. So it is what it is. All right. As far as I know for now. So all right, let's get this started. Whew, whew. Man, I love that camo. Mm. I didn't like the old ones that they had, which was the digital, but the new ones, mm. Yep, yep, they right.
In 6 states, West Virginia, Mississippi, Ohio, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Louisiana, they have all agreed to deploy state National Guard troops to join the 800 D.C. troops that have already been activated by President Trump. And the video shows Guard troops now helping law enforcement at 10 different metro stations in D.C. President Trump claims crime was out of control in the nation's capital, though local officials are calling the troop buildup politically motivated.
This is the one thing I love about the U.S., right? The U.S. makes army mix up of so many different varieties of people. You got anybody that's come to the U.S. has the potential, as long as everything is straight and the immigration is straight and they're good and in good standing, they can actually join the army and support and help the country and defend the um, Constitution of the U.S. Right? So it's an amazing process. I'm not trying to promote U.S. Army or anything, but hey, if you go, there's a lot of discounts and benefits. Like, listen, they did a lot good for me. You feel me? So I'm not telling you join or anything. I'm not. But man, I had. This is one of the reasons why I'm able to build all this, and have what I have, besides from work, my regular civilian work or whatever. But yeah, like, man, and you get to meet great people too. They're like amazing. You learn team efforts. Okay, I'm gonna hold my tongue because I'm trying my best not to do any type of promotion or anything. Just, man, U.S. Army is the best. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, and the stuff they got, equipment, man. Whew. Thing is, you guys see stuff that's old, but when you get in there, there's things that's new, that's there. High tech, high tech. But it is what it is. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this.
They're pointing to statistics that show violent crime in D.C. is at a 30-year low. We're going to bring in ABC News senior Pentagon reporter Louis Martinez.
Let's go back a little bit. I want to talk about this scene real quick. Hold on. Bam. This right here, to me, it's amazing. Amazing. You have the police getting backup to help them out. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are saying like, "Oh my gosh, right? This is horrible. Why are they being deployed?" Look, when the whole thing happened with the Biden administration and COVID and all that stuff, right? Hospitals were needing help. You had places that needed help. You know what they did? They sent in the National Guard. Like where I was working, right? At the time I was already out, already discharged, and I was just in the IO or whatever, but there was guards there. And I got to talk to them, we kicked in and they explained to me what was happening, this and that, and they were there helping out. They were helping out. They were at hospitals, they were at places that needed help, they were at a lot of places that needed assistance. And this is one of the things that a lot of people don't realize. Like, yo, you have services there to actually help the country. Utilize it. Now, currently, we heard any bad things happening, right? All they doing is supporting, right? You have a police, what do you call it? police department that's low of staff and needs help to defend the country, what more than to ask the guards to help out, right? So all they doing is helping out, supporting the country, and doing what they can. As soon as their job is done, they gone. They're gone. And it was the same thing during the Biden administration. They sent in the National Guard. So I don't know what's happening as far as like what they saying. I physically saw them with my own eyes, right? So yeah, so they just helping out, making things a lot safer. Like you have people able to go to stores and stuff like that. Who knows what the greater agenda is? But at the end of the day, for now, this is good. People get to walk out. You haven't heard about drive-bys or anything like that. But you know, it is what it is. All right, let's return back to this.
Is at a 30-year low. We're going to bring in ABC News senior Pentagon reporter Louis Martinez for more on this now. So, Louis, under the law here, troops, they have a different set of, I guess, laws that they have to follow, but also the ability of what they can do, what they can't do here. It's different from police. Can you break down what they can and cannot do?
Looking good.
That's right, Trevor. Right now, the National Guardsmen who are on duty inside the nation's capital essentially do not have law enforcement authority. So that is what they're doing right now, is they're providing support to law enforcement officials. Now, and one of the things that you're noticing in this imagery of all of these National Guardsmen at the nation's national monuments area is that they are unarmed. Now, we have from sources that the expectation is that over in coming days, they will be armed. Now, the question then becomes for what purpose? They, of course, have the right of self-defense, but potentially it may be some kind of new mission that might require the use of arms. But again, currently not armed, and so as of now, all they are doing is providing law enforcement authorities with support, and they do not have the authority to arrest anybody.
When do we expect those additional troops to get to the area?
So, as you mentioned, there are about 6 states that are providing, now have committed to provide hundreds more additional troops to the National Guard mission here in the nation's capital. So we're talking about maybe 800, 850 more coming from those 6 states. The first to start arriving are the ones from West Virginia. They are already here, and slowly by slowly they will be integrated into this mission here in the nation's capital. Part of the reason why they're getting additional forces here, about 2,400 forces for the National Guard here in D.C., but they probably need additional personnel because they have training requirements still. This is not just a National Guard mission here in the nation's capital.
Okay, cool. Let's get things started. All right, so I got my heat press right there. Let's put this. All right, so. All right. Okay, cool. So right now, I got my heat press set up, and we're about to heat press this shirt. We're about to heat press this shirt right here. Bam, there we go. That's the shirt. Okay. I'll throw it on the heat press. All right. We got the alignment tool. Okay. I'm gonna press it real quick. So hold on. All right. The reason why I'm pressing it right now is to make sure I get out all the wrinkles in there, and then as soon as we're done, we're gonna put this logo on there first. Then we'll find another one for the alien. All right. All right. All the wrinkles done. We're gonna use the slide out feature to just pull it out. Right. So give me a second. Bam. Just want you to see this a little bit better. All right. Cool. This is the logo. I use the alignment tool. Right. All right. Cool. 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 So, all right, cool, cool, cool. So, like I said, that's what I want to do, right? Do the live, get the shirt going. When I'm done with the shirt, I'm gonna move on to the next segment, right? Bam. There we go. There we go, right there. Look at that. Look at that. We got a mech. We got a mech. So, this is like the Gundam mechs, right? Can you see it? Bam. There we go. Gundam mech right there, draped in the United States flags. There you go. There you go. And the side you got the soldiers. Bam. 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 Alright. I have to let this cool a little bit before I remove it, because if I remove it too fast, what's gonna happen is a lot of the transfer is not gonna be transferred, so I have to actually wait for it. Alright, so yeah. There's some parts right now I'm looking at. Let me reheat it. Give me a second. I'm just gonna redo it. And this is a DTF cold peel, so because of that, it takes its time to adhere to the shirt, right? Melt and bond with the shirt. All right, cool, 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 cool. So I'm gonna put it aside. I'm gonna put it aside, right? I'm gonna put it aside so now I can do the other one. Okay. I'm just looking for a white T-shirt. That's all. Give me a sec. I'm still here. All right. All right. So this is the next shirt I'm gonna use, right? So that's for that. All right. Cool. 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 So while we got the heat press on, let's just heat press everything, and then that way we can just all right. Let's press it quick. All right. So we pressed it enough. All right. So we pressed it, and We're gonna use the alignment tool. What this does is just it helps you align the shirt correctly so you have perfect placement every time. Alright, cool. So next I'm about to do this one right here. That's the ET running away from ice, right? So let's go. Alright, so that's for like the deportation video you just saw. Alright, once that's done, I'm gonna press it again, and then I'm gonna remove the vinyl off of that one, the other one, the neck one. That's this one right here. In case you're new to my channel, this is what I do. I do t-shirt designing and stuff like that. I don't always use this method. I have screen printing that's over there. So let me show you. I got screen printing over there. I have white toner, vinyl. So there's different ways. There's different ways in which I do like t-shirt designing, right? I got vinyl behind me, right there. Can you see it? No. Bam. That's vinyl right there. That's vinyl up there. So that's how I was able to make this vinyl. Because sometimes things want only one color. It doesn't make sense for you to waste ink for one color. It's best to just use vinyl because it's a lot easier, a lot better, right? So yeah. All right, cool, cool. So let me remove this real quick. All right, may not come out perfect. All right, all right. A good percentage of it came out. Bam, there it is. All right. The feel is pretty good. All right, so now that's done. Let me do a second press because it seems like the second press is really great. All right, cool. All right, this is the other one right there. That's ET. That's ET running away from ice. Right, I'm gonna let this cool down a little bit. Right, I'm gonna heat this up real quick. All right, cool. All right, so then I'm gonna put it on, and then I'm gonna move to the next segment. Bam, there we go. There we go. Woo wee. Nice. I like that one. I like that. Yeah, baby. Bam. There we go. There we go. Woo wee. You see that? See that right there? Look at that. Bam. 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 Soldiers are here. They here. Bam. All right. All right. I did it. Freaking excited. Now, if you need shirts or whatever, just I kind of put the site down a little bit because it needs some repairs. But yeah, just hit me up, Levi Apparel, right? Um, Levi Apparel, IG, Levi Apparel, everything. You want to email me, leviapparel@gmail.com if you need anything done, right? So bam, look at that, look at that. Let me get closer. Let me get closer. See? Yeesh. Look at that. Look at the stretch on that, man. Look. Bam. Soldiers on the side. Got the mech suit. Mech suit. And I did a little fade out right here. Bam. Yo. That was amazing. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Next shirt's gonna get ready and then we're gonna get it going. Alright, cool, cool, cool. So we're gonna pin off to the next one pretty soon, but before I do, let's get off of this one right here.
DC actually conceded.
Hold on. Ooh, this next one's gonna be amazing. This next shirt's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. This next one's gonna be amazing. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Alright, alright. Alright. I don't know if I should do it before or after. Right? I got the heat press on. I'm not gonna turn it on again. I'm just gonna do the next one. So, yeah, I'm just gonna turn it on, then I'll clip it, reclip it, do my thing, and then position it, and then bam, there we go. All right, hold on one second. Let's get this